This is TWiT.
So I bought my mom a TCL because it was cheap.
Right?
It had Roku built in.
Yep.
I know it wasn't the greatest quality. She's 86. I
Oh.
don't think she was worried about it. But TCL's also come a long way.
And I would say for the money, it's really good quality.
It's as good as Vizio and that's
certainly in
second tier.
that range.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. So we're in front of a couple of talk about acronym mishmashes.
Yeah.
Acronym mashups. We've
Yeah.
got a QLED,
Mini-LED.
QLED Mini-LED.
8K. So this is Mini-LED like we've seen before with 25,000 LEDs behind the screen.
And just to reiterate, in case everybody didn't watch the whole thing,
Yeah.
that's a LCD style technology with local dimming that is 40,000 points behind.
Actually 25,000 in this case, but
points.
yes, tens of thousands behind. Full array local dimming, so and there are many more dimming zones than in a traditional TV, so you get better resolution of brightness and darkness on the screen.
Now the thing that might be interesting to people is this is available now, right?
It will be the 6 series, pardon me, the 6 series had mini LED and it's available now.
Yeah.
This is the 8 series, which will be available I think second half.
Okay.
And again, at a very, very reasonable price. In this case, we have quantum dots, because notice the acronym QLED.
I thought that was a Samsung.
It was, but for some reason, Samsung decided not to make it exclusive.
So it's the same technology?
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly right. And the other distinguishing factor here is that the mini LEDs are deposited directly into the glass of this panel. So there's less distance between them and the actual LCD shutters and imaging panel.
That means less bleed, less halo effect, more precise.
Correct, exactly right.
And also, probably this is going to be fairly inexpensive.
Probably so. Now the 8 series is their top of the line.
Yeah.
So it'll be the most expensive from TCL, but it's still going to be a heck of a lot less than it is from, say, Samsung or whatever.
I've seen they've won a lot of
They've
awards.
got a bunch of awards. Yeah, absolutely. So that it uses quantum dots, which gives you a wider range of colors, and you can see that in this demo material.
That's why
here.
they're showing all those
Of course.
colors.
They're actually showing pictures of quantum dot material using quantum dots to display it.
That's Ouroboros. Now let's turn around because we've got a cinema wall here, 132 inch. Now this is micro
LED.
not mini LED, and that's going to really confuse people for a long time.
Right.
But this is those snap together panels.
Right, which with LEDs that are super tiny, that are emitting light, and that's what we're seeing directly.
I feel
red,
like
green,
I
and
can
blue.
see pixels on this one.
Well, this is only 4K.
Oh, who wants 4K?
And at this
4K.
distance, you can see the pixels.
If you were sitting in your couch,
you wouldn't see
fine.
it. Yeah, I mean, even if we stood back a little farther back,
we're
wouldn't
right
see
next to it though, and I can see the pixels.
Exactly.
But that's 4K. And 8K, literally, on any of the 8K sets we've seen, even the giant 8K sets we were just next to at Conca, you couldn't see any pixels.
At this distance, you put your nose up against it, you couldn't
cannot-
see it.
I've been trying to do that.
Yeah.
They keep saying, get your nose off our screen, Laporte.
Exactly.
All
So this is there, and in the black, you can see the seams between the panels, just barely.
Yeah.
But with real content, you can't really see it.
That's kind of interesting too.
Yeah.
Is that something they'll fix over time, or is that just in the nature of micro LED?
It's the nature of micro LED.
Because there are panels.
They are
Your
separate
size,
panels,
like-
and so
yeah.
part of the cost, as I mentioned before, is having an engineer, technician come out
Just
and
right.
align them perfectly. You want to minimize the visibility
Yeah,
of those.
even with some of the light content, I can still see seams.
Again,
I
up
can
this
still see
close.
you could see where the panels are. I bet you, Ann, if you get close in on this, you could see, definitely see some lines, especially where it's bright. Look where it's white.
Right around here.
Solid color, you can see. So that's something to be aware of.
Yep.
May get better.
Oh, it will
maybe.
get better,
Yeah,
undoubtedly.
yeah.
Again, we're in the very early stages. This is, as you said before, this is the future of TV.
I feel like it is.
It really
It's going to
is.
replace OLED. It's going to replace LCD. At some point.
question.
It's direct view.
Yep.
It's bright. This particular one is 1500 nits. Feels pretty bright though.
Oh, very.
2.5 million to 1 contrast ratio. So, again, those are made up numbers.
Yeah.
But I think it looks pretty good. I think it looks really
Oh
good.
yeah, and if we stood back a little farther, it would look even better.
Certainly catches the eyes.
So TCL is also using the term QLED because they're really big into quantum dots.
Okay.
That's another thing that's going to be more and more common in
Only
TVs.
on LCD style TVs.
Correct.
Though, like
well,
Mini-LED.
now, yes.
Yeah.
Eventually, you could make an OLED with quantum dot filters.
Oh
which would make them actually brighter than they are now.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so there is a future for quantum dots beyond where they're currently being used in LCD TVs.
Right.
But right now, and for the next couple of years at least, they're going to be just in LCD TVs as they are now.